Warning, this is a review of the Netflix original series, Bojack Horseman. The reason for the disclaimer is this show features adult themes and adult subject matter and is for mature audiences only. If you are not of the age of 18 to 21 or over, be forewarned about the subject matter in this review. And also, no audio video clips from Bojack Horseman are being used in the making of this video, saying that they belong to Netflix. Oftentimes, the price of gaining fame can be a tough, long road. But oftentimes, in the realm of Hollywood and celebrity, gaining celebrity only makes it harder. And for most people that have been a celebrity before, dealing with it can be sometimes hard. But recapturing it can sometimes be impossible and can drive normally sane, perfectly able people to do incredibly stupid things. As is the purpose of today's Kadic Review about Netflix's next big original series, Bojack Horseman, which released about a month ago. I decided to give it a look just because it seemed interesting. A show about a horse being reviewed about a channel that mostly talks about, well, multicolored horses. But this is no kids show, folks. This is incredibly adult. You see, the show is executive produced by its star, Will Arnett, who plays the title character of Bojack Horseman, an old star from a 1990s/80s sitcom known as Horsin' Around, in which he was, of course, the horse. 20 years later, in modern times, people have mostly forgotten about him, and he's widely regarded as a has-been actor who can't get work. His agent, a cat by the name of Princess Carolyn, still holds out hope that he can make money some way, but she also knows that he's a walking disaster, filled with enough alcohol in his system to drive the most alcoholic crazy, and with an attitude that is so antisocial, you almost want to hang this guy for some of his career decisions. Follow that up with the over negativity of the Hollywood world around him and the fact that he's 50 and you've got a powder keg for problems. On top of that, he's got a smart aleck do nothing, it seems roommate by the name of Todd, who seems to be slacking off of him because, well, he's got nowhere else to go. But Bojack has a couple of dreams in his possession to keep him going. He's got a memoir to write. A memoir that he can't seem to write on his own, and the publisher, a down on his luck publishing company known as Penguin Publishing, wants the memoir out immediately and decides to hire him a ghostwriter by the name of Diane, played by Allison Brie. Quite well, I might add. But Allison Brie is also in a romantic relationship with Bojack Horseman's #1 sitcom rival, a dog by the name of Mr. Peanut Butter, who seemingly had a quite similar show in his heyday. But Mr. Peanut Butter is more well loved and well respected. As the memoir gets started, more and more things start to unravel in Bojack's life, and it's the comedy of seemingly connected errors that play out in this series. This is dark satire comedy written cleverly and smartly. It almost plays to the dark side of everybody's fascination with celebrity culture and down on their career celebrities. Almost to a dark and almost depressing fault at times. Yes, a lot of it is played for laughs, but when you look at it on a deeper level, it almost showcases the dark side of everybody getting their 15 minutes and the constant need to grab it even though secretly you've admitted you've moved on. Every character in the series has a big role to play, and every scene in the series is almost connected to one another through clever continuity nods, quick reference backs, and almost self-referential humor. Of course, the show is laden with celebrity cameos. Cameos abound and parodies on other celebrities and celebrity culture. This almost self-aware look in the Hollywood lifestyle almost makes it all too perfect to keep watching. Although it does rely on some constantly recurring gags in some episodes and suffers from Family Guy disease at times with its quick and sometimes not witty enough jokes. But the overall story and Bojack himself keeps the show interesting, and especially within the character dynamics. And in a strange twist, the ending will surprise you. I will say that one of the highlight episodes is episode 11 near the back end with flips of different animation styles as, small spoiler, Bojack and friends, one of which being his old sitcom co-star named Sarah Lynn, go on a drug-laden bender to try to rewrite Bojack's memoirs at the last minute to make it more interesting. What follows is a trippy, sadistic sequence full of different animation styles, fantasies, and overall of what could have been sequence before Bojack awakes at a parking lot in a bar, unaware of what he did for the last 3 days or so, which opens up to a wake-up call which leads to the end of the series an episode later. And it's almost too bad that this series is too short. There's a lot of potential here. Although some of the jokes may not appeal to everyone, and the rampant use of sex and drugs can often be offensive to some, it is Hollywood in a bizarre way. It just paints a quite interesting picture in the world of celebrity culture, no matter how twisted it may be, and trying to find some sense of normalcy in an unnormal, trippy world where either you've got something to give or you don't. And sometimes it can often be too much to bear. It's the little things like the few friends that keep you sane, that make living with celebrity and fame somewhat more manageable. I would say this is a cautionary tale that I would suggest to anybody in the YouTube fandom about the price of fame and how being famous and actually accomplishing what you want to do in life can often be the worst negative that can happen in your life. Bojack Horseman, much like Knights of Sidonia, proves itself as an interesting and somewhat thought-provoking animated series. Although I may have not laughed at it, sometimes making me laugh isn't what you have to do. Sometimes it's making me think that's just enough. And Bojack Horseman made me think. And highlight to the band Group Love for the end credits theme. They did a really catchy and interesting ditty at the end of each episode, which is well done. Hopefully, Netflix will pick this up for season 2, and we'll see how that ending goes. For now, I give Bojack Horseman's first season, hopefully a high recommendation and a 9 out of 10. Although the humor may not appeal to everyone, its thought-provoking subject matter on celebrity culture and its well-written continuity will keep you watching. And much like everything else on Netflix, it's a perfect binge watch. So, what's your thoughts on BoJack Horseman? If you've watched it, leave your thoughts on it below. If you haven't, pick up Netflix and check it out. It's well worth your time. And that's not horsing around. Until next time, find peace in your own nirvana. Thanks for watching.